Thomas story time. Thomas's crazy day. Percy had popped a piston. He had to wait for the steamworks to be fixed. I can't be really useful here, he said sadly to Thomas, and I can't have fun. Thomas promised Percy he would puff back to play with him soon. But first, Thomas had to steam to Knapford Station. The Fat Controller had an important job for him. I want you to take Bash, Dash and Ferdinand to the docks, said the Fat Controller. Show them how to load freight and be really useful. Thomas was excited about leading Bash, Dash and Ferdinand to the docks, but then he remembered his promise to Percy. Oh no, he puffed. How can I play with Percy and show the other engines how to be really useful? At the docks, Thomas had a brilliant idea. He told Cranky the crane to show the other engines how to load the freight. Cranky was not pleased. He did not like being told what to do. But it was too late. Thomas had puffed off to play with Percy. Percy's piston was fixed and he was excited to see Thomas. Let's play hide and seek, said Thomas. That made Percy smile even more. He loved playing hide and seek with Thomas. But when Percy puffed off to hide, Thomas raced back to the docks. When he got there, Cranky was cross. It's not my job to teach the engines, he creaked. Now Thomas was cross too. You know all about loading freight, he said. Please help Bash, Dash and Ferdinand and I will be back soon. Thomas whooshed back to find Percy, but he was so busy worrying about the freight that he didn't see Percy hiding. Thomas gave up looking for Percy and raced back to the docks. Percy was all alone and sad in his hiding place. Thomas thundered into the docks, and there, what did he see? Cranky had lifted up Ferdinand and was loading him onto a ship. Cranky thought it was funny. Unload Ferdinand now, please, Thomas puffed crossly. And then he whooshed full speed back to find Percy. Percy, where are you? Called Thomas. Percy puffed sadly out of his hiding place. You didn't play properly, he said. That was no fun at all. Thomas had upset Percy, and he hadn't loaded the freight with the engines either. He felt terrible. But then he had an idea. Thomas and Percy puffed to the docks, where Ferdinand was back on the tracks. Then they showed the other engines how to load their flatbeds with freight. And with a bash and a dash and a giggle, they all worked together. That was fun, Thomas, laughed Percy, and everyone agreed, even Cranky. Thomas beamed from buffer to buffer. Being really useful is the most fun of all, he peeped. The end.